Greetings. This is Skyler Saunders saying, what's current? Lil Zay Osama. All right, this is how it breaks down. You are talking about something that happened allegedly, according to you, something that happened years ago under this closed circuit television. It shows you accosting this young woman. Now, this could be assault. I don't know if she pressed charges or whatever the case may have been, but that is definitely assault. When you put your hands on somebody, that's offensive touching, without question. You said you should have stole on her, you should have hit her, you should have punched her, but you never did. You got to remember, if she puts hands on you, then you have the right to defend yourself. That's just key. But if you initiate the physical force, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when it becomes an issue. So to really get down to the level of who is responsible, it's you, Lil Zay Osama. Not the greatest name, by the way. Not the greatest name you can possibly have. Just to be honest with you, but that's another story altogether. You have to have a sense of self. You have to have a sense of guarding yourself, but you cannot start the fight. Won't start nothing, won't be nothing. That's exactly how you have to see it. She can yell, she can scream, she can say all these kinds of things. That's all right. As long as she puts hands on you, then you can go ahead and go back at her. You can defend yourself. You want to safeguard yourself because she's trying to do something that's going against your principles, your guide. So I think whatever this video, it's either surfaced or resurfaced. I think it's surfaced. I think just today, it just seems so messed up because, like, you were talking to your fans. You talk, not like he talks so articulate. He talks very together. You talk very well. I have to tell you that. You explained yourself. You said, you should have stole on her. You didn't hit her. If you had done anything that would have warranted you to go to prison, to go to jail, to be under custody, then it would have happened. It never happened. So I don't know how she's really trying to frame this other than just trying to, tear down your success. But I have to caution you, sir. Caution you. Don't do this again. Don't have this happen to you again. Let her, be the initiator. I mean, or if she threatens with something, if she has a knife or if she has a bat or something like that, then you can defend yourself. You have the right to defend yourself. It takes a very strong man to realize that he can hit a woman. A lot of people say, you never hit a woman, but if a woman hits you, you hit her back twice as hard. That's what I heard. That's what I listened to. That's if she hits you. She has to hit you first. And it's not even the hitting, not even the striking, it's not even the blows. It's the manhandling, it's the handling of her, it's using your hands and not even your fists, it's just using your grip on her body. That's what's key to understand the fact that she is going to come at you and you have to protect yourself. So Lil Zay Osama, I think what you should do is construct a different kind of way of viewing this, because you did explain yourself and you explained yourself pretty well. I think he said, why are you coming at me? It seemed kind of, little simpish, but I could be wrong. I don't think I am. But you said that you gave her, she stole from you. You gave her your bank account number and your account number, your routing number, all that, I mean, what do you expect she's going to do? I mean, you granted her that access. I mean, You keep that to yourself. You can leave the cell phone open. You don't have anything to hide. Leave the cell phone unlocked around her all times if you want. But if she gets to, snooping through your phone and finds your bank account, and you has to puts the phone up to your face to get your facial recognition or something like that. That's cause for concern. That's the cause for concern. You have to have that on lock. You have to definitely have that on lock, because you can't have these women roll up on you and tie you down. In a sense, you can't have them tear you down and have you brought in less than a man. Like, you're a grown man, Lil Zay. You're gonna be 30 in 2 years. You're 28. You're 27 or 28 years old. Let me see. I just saw on your Wikipedia page. You're 27 or 20. You were born in 1997. I'm trying to find his birthday. Okay, so yeah, it says June 3rd. So June 3rd, you'll be 28. You'll be 28 on June 3rd. So that's the way this all comes down to. You have to defend yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. This is all about self-defense. I'm a Marine. I know what it's like to defend myself. I have hand skills. I have skills that can take down somebody with intent. But it's all about defense, though. You gotta defend yourself. You can't be the offensive. You can't go on the offensive. And this, you call your music pain music. The trauma, the stress, the drama that's going on in your life, you put that into your music. That's extraordinary that you're able to do that, because I don't really like the extortion, the extortion rhetoric. A lot of rappers say, well, if I wasn't rapping, I'd probably be robbing you, or I'll be killing you, or I'll be murdering you. I hate that. I detest that whole extortionist nonsense, BS. That's completely BS. But you seem like you got some kind of sense about you, though. You got some money on you. You're doing your thing. You're being productive. Ask Advo. What's up, Skyler? It's Advo. What's going on, Advo? Salute. Tell about 10 people about me. Tell 10 people to watch the show. I need to get these viewers up. But yeah, so Lil Zay Osama, Hill supporting the show for the algorithmic. Okay, it's kind of crazy English there, but I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Tell all the people you know, though. Tell them that you know, and get my name right. Skyler. Ler. But yeah. So I think it is imperative that you learn defensive skills. Try to get her away, because I looked at the video a few times and she never really, puts her hands on you first. You put your hands on her. I don't know if that was out of frustration. I don't know what that was about. Let me make sure. I'm gonna see it again. Let me see. You got gold singles. Changed up and F my cousin part 2. What? I actually saying forget them, not want to have sex with them. Pause on that. But let me see. I'm gonna look at it one more time. I don't know if I can use this video. Pause. I can explain it. She gets back up. She turns. She goes around. All right. See, I saw you go, Lil Zay. you go after her. You raise a fist. It comes striking down, and maybe it misses her, hits the couch. Allegedly, you pull her up. You pull her all the way upstairs, and half the stairs. It doesn't look good. You got to ask him. He was raised by his mama. Yeah, that's true. And his siblings. Yeah, I think he has 4 or 5 other siblings. Um, you got to ask. You got to ask Mr. Tour Terrain. You can't come to me. I'm not the message boy. I'm not the message boy from Mr. Tour Terrain. You got to ask him. He's got an email address. I'll give you the email address. You want to ask Adbo? Ask him. Hater1964 at yahoo.com. So Lil Zay Osama, that's what I saw. I saw the video about 4 or 5 times now. And it didn't appear as though she initiated anything. Yeah, I know. Yeah, roll your eyes. I know, but hey, I'm not a message boy. I'm not gonna be, oh, I'm not, of course he's gonna go on tonight. Yeah, or no, I don't think he's gonna go on tonight. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not that guy. If you want to know if he's going on tonight, you have to ask him. This is this Skyler Saunders Seeing Show, not the Star Report. Just to let that be known. All right, so I got 3 people in here. I have no idea how many likes. It doesn't show how many likes, but smash that like button when you come in for the algorithm. It helps out tremendously. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know. It is that serious in a sense because, like I said, I'm not the messenger. I'm here to get money. I'm here to get more views. I'm here to get more dollars. That's the whole point of this. I have to do the research. I have to do the background and the checking on the various websites. I'm supporting is all love. Okay, if you're supporting, you'll support my Cash App, right? Cash App. You're viewing. I'm not even hitting up people for money, but if you want to say you're supporting, that's the first time I had a Cash App up in a long time. Oh, and you do DoorDash. Okay. One day, maybe if you're in Delaware, you can send me some Capriati's. Okay, so anyway, now Lil Zay Osama, you're probably gonna have to change your name to Lil Zay something else. Osama's not the, I don't know, because there could be Osamas around the world that aren't, associated in any way with the dead terrorist, evil, vicious bastard, Osama bin Laden. So I don't know, because it could just be a lot. It could be a lot. So I think with this video, it's not going to do you any good unless you really clean up. Like you have you had a short little clip after the video explaining yourself and showing how this was years old and how the girl was stealing from you and you should have stole on her, you should have did on this and things, but that would have got you in more trouble. That would have got you in more danger, more terrible situations. Like I said, you make pain music as you have described. This is pain, going on in people's lives every day. It's not caught on tape all the time. Millions of women and men are in physically abusive relationships. And this was your ex. This is not even your current. This is my open letter to Lil Zay, by the way. But this wasn't even your current girlfriend. Your girlfriend right now probably is, I don't want to say probably. I don't want to be, or was it what's the word? Hypothetical. I don't want to be hypothetical. She's probably very concerned. You know, I would imagine she's concerned. Will she end up like this? Will she be in a situation like that? The woman was screaming and crying and yelling. I mean, anything like that is egregious. It's terrible. It's horrible. Not so good, very bad. Terrible, horrible. What was it? No, terrible, horrible, no good, very bad situation. That's what it is. I think you need to release. Like, you need to go to a spa or something. You need to go get get a masseuse. Get your mind right. Get your mind together. Do yoga. Do meditation. That probably will relieve you of your stress. You were born in one of the worst conditions in life. You were born in Southside. What was it? Southside, Chicago. Let me see. Let me make sure. Lil Zay Osama. You were born in the South Side of Chicago. I was right, and he has 5 siblings, so it was 6 kids, all on the South Side of Chicago. In 1997, one of the worst time periods. Chicago essentially still is pretty bad, but 1997 was also pretty awful for the city, and to be raised in that environment. So, you know, for you to come up in that place, that's extraordinary. And you to come out of that place, that's even more extraordinary. To make something on yourself. I don't care what it is. I don't accept the extortionist thing. If I wasn't rapping, I'd be probably robbing you in your house and you're robbing your car. That's BS. That's complete nonsense. You know, whatever, anybody says something like that, I don't take them seriously, because you shouldn't be extorting people saying, oh, I'll be a terrible person if I wasn't rapping, if I wasn't a rap star. You could be anything. You could be a plumber, for God's sakes. You could be a roofer. You could be putting in drywall, as the big homie Rick Ross says. So, it's just it's just a way of showing that you can evolve from this. That's the key. We want to. What's the next step? What's the next thing to do? What is the final product of Lil Zay Osama? You're not going to be the same one. Salute. Hope your name goes through. I don't know. I didn't capitalize anything. I didn't do any spaces. Hopefully it goes through. But that's my intention to you, King. Salute the King. Yeah. So if you're up on the discussion, I'm talking about Lil Zay Osama and a surface video that shows domestic abuse or domestic situation. I think it's just a cry for help, really, because this man has gone through pain. I said it before and I say it again. He makes pain music. That's what he said. He makes pain music. He was in a gang. His violent upbringing on the South Side of Chicago and explores subjects include grief, trauma, and survival. This is from YouTube. He's been picked up by Pitchfork magazine. He's charted. He has mixtapes. This is what's so amazing about this genre. this genre thank you. I see you, King Hazy. Excuse me, I don't want to mess up your name, but I appreciate it. But no, this is what I think is. It's just complete and utter creative destruction. These people make these entire songs and create and mixtapes and albums and all this stuff and features and things like that. And you have to be creative. You have to have talent. You have to have some level of talent anyway. You have to have creativity. You have to have some kind of spark to even create these kind of worlds that transcend what you are. And it's just it makes for something that is especially powerful. But then again, you got the destructive side. The people that want to come and get you, or you want to go out and kill other people. I mean, I'm not going to bring in other cases, but just about any other rap star has been in some kind of legal issue, all the way from the top to the bottom. They had some kind of running with the law, or they had some kind of street level issues. It's the most destructive, creative genre of all time. I would say that. Let me just say that. Go out and say that. I could be wrong. Could be the blues. Could be jazz. Could be country. I could be wrong, but I'm going to say it right now. I was about to say hip hop. Rap music is the most creative, destructive genre of all time. Said it. I could be wrong. Prove me wrong, please. Prove me wrong. I would love to be proven wrong. So, wow. So I think it is with the knowledge of the vast amount of people that subscribe. Oh, Son to Son 90 with a link. Hold on, I can't see the link just yet. Hold on. I'm leaving money on the floor. Uh-oh. How am I leaving money on the floor? What's up? I saw something interesting. I thought it was pretty cool. Not the domestic violence, but just the idea. Let me see if I'm leaving money on the floor. Uh-oh. Leaving money on the floor. I love when Son of the Sun 90 comes in. He said, I'm leaving money on the floor. What is this? Oh my God. What is this? Boss. Really? So this is okay. So we're going. This is what I just was talking about. This. It's all lovey-dovey. I might get into this tomorrow. What does this come out? This came out 9 days. Come on. You leaving money on the floor now, sir. I'm talking about a trending topic. This just happened today. This isn't 9 days ago, sir. Respectfully. This is trending on World Star Hip Hop. And I do appreciate you, though, Son to Son 9. Don't think I don't appreciate it, but I thought this was more trendy. I never heard this before, though. Bro started messing with a minor. Oh. What? How old is she? What did it say? She was 15? How old was she? It doesn't say anything. Okay, she's girlfriend Tatiana Chanel's 19. She's 19. What are you talking about? I'm confused now. What are you talking about? With a minor? He's 28. She's 19. A few years ago, she would have been a minor. Yeah, she's 19. What are you talking about? 19? Yeah. But was 17 when they started. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't even know if you can get processed for that. Can you? I mean, they say like for footage on videos, if the person is underage at the time of the video, they can be the person that is the perpetrator can be prosecuted. That's all I know, but yeah, but I'm staying with the Lil Zay Osama case. That's trending right now. That's going on today. And he explained himself. He explained himself a little bit too like head scratchy. It's like you shouldn't have said that. He was like, "Oh, I should have stole on her. She stole from me. She stole from my bank account." Like, Did she do that? Did you do that willingly? Did you give her the account number? Did you give her the routing number? What was the case? What happened? If you get 5 more people in here, we got a party. 5 more people. We got 5 viewers. I appreciate it. I appreciate every view. I'm not mad. Rick James, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing it live with the willing ninja who jumps. He ain't walking. He ain't sitting at the back of the bus. He's jumping and running into the looking glass to see he's Skyler sad. He ran out. We got all we need is 4 more people and we got a party. Let's have 4 more people. Let's go. I'm so thankful for all my supporters. I thank you very much. And he said that in the video. You said that this is the open letter to Lil Zay Osama. You said that in your video. You said that you have fans and you are they're your best supporters. I'm paraphrasing, but you essentially said that you had the ability, you had the chance to clear your name in a sense. And I mean, I'm not trying to cape for you, but you pretty much handled your business until you started saying that you should have mollywopped her. I'm using the phrase quote unquote mollywopped. He didn't use the word mollywop. Now it's down to 2. Two people fell off. Okay, now we need 6 people. We need 6 people for 6 people for a party. Okay, so if everybody in here tells at least one person, what is that? 4? Well, that's 8. Go tell 2 people. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2. Tell at least 5 people. Tell 5 people. I'm still posted. That's what's up. His business is his business. Fact. Now when it's across the internet, it's not his business anymore. It's not your business anymore, Lil Zay Osama. It's not your business anymore. It's the world's business now. It's all over the entire internet. He probably didn't want that footage up, but she posted it, and it's gonna be something that's gonna follow him forever. I mean, it wasn't like like he was stomping and kicking her like Diddy, Free Diddy. But he was grabbing onto her. He was like moving her around. He was like maneuvering her, and I'm telling 10 people. Yeah, right, Rick James. Yeah, you tell 10 people. You didn't even know 2 people. Telling I'm 10 people. He's been on here for over almost 2 years. He's talking about I'll tell 10 people. Okay. But that's the reality that is so striking and moving. I brought mucho people here, sir. That's why you have a wrench. I know. I'm messing with you. You have a wrench for that. You brought in more people than most people. You brought in BS. We're not even going to say his name. You brought in your girlfriend. You brought in another lady friend. You brought in multiple people. So I appreciate that. I'm just messing with you, Rick James. So I appreciate that. And we have a history. We definitely have a history. But yeah, so in all, you brought in Stanley and Richard what's his name? Richard Roper, what was his name? I can't remember his name, but you know what I'm talking about. Richard Roper something. Repo something. I can't think of his name. It's Rick. He's another Richard though. It's another Rick Power or something like that. I can't remember his name. But Richard Rapers. Ropers. It's not Ropers. You're just messing with me now. But anyway, Lil Zay Osama. First, change your name. You need to have a different name. I mean, it could be like a million or 100 million, different Osamas. There's Ben Alu and Ben Aru. But change your name. And second of all, let this go back past you. Because you represented yourself pretty well in the clip afterwards. almost well. It was pretty on point. It was not very exact, but you should have extended an olive branch to her and said, I didn't mean to offend you. I didn't mean to attack you or anything like that. If that were the case, it's all alleged. And what I saw in the video was not an outright beating. We were just dragging her, which could be found as an assault. And I don't know if the statute of limitations ran out or not, but that's just something that we have to live with, I think. All right, so that's like saying we can't name our kid Adolf. Exactly. But as a stage name, it's kind of good. But like I said, there's probably millions of Osamas all around the world. But anyway, I digress. It's 30 minutes past, and now we have to talk about this white woman, this white goddess, crying and whining, saying she wants the garbage, picked up, and the dishes out of the dishwasher. She wants the kids' meals to be made. She wants everything like that, and she's saying that there's a lower standard for dads. I'm like, really? Okay, and she's not doing her duty, which is to be a worshiper of the male, of the man. She's supposed to worship the man. And my philosophy of objectivism, it's not like that women are beneath men in a sense of morals, but they are the ones who look up to and worship the men. They are the ones that are the leaders and the creators and the world shakers. Women can have very powerful, positions. They can be senators and congresswomen and even vice president of the United States. But for the most part, they aren't supposed to be able to be disciplinarians of the husband or the man in the situation. They're the ones that should be the facilitators, the ones that should be able to understand the man's role as the guide in the situation. And this woman, she's completely, out of sorts, if I'm saying that correctly. She says, let me see. Looking for it now. Hold on. Now I can't find it. Okay, great. Oh, here it is. I feel invisible. Mother of four blasts her perfect husband in viral kitchen rant after 16 years. Says she's burnt out. Well, that's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be burnt out. What is that supposed to be, a surprise? You're supposed to be burnt out. You're supposed to take care of the children. You're supposed to make sure they're washed and fed and have their school books together, and you send them off to school, and you have special time with the husband on demand. That's how it's supposed to be. According to my philosophy, according to the philosophy of Ayn Rand. Now, there's going to be objectors that are going to say, oh, no, the women don't have to do this. Ayn Rand said herself, she said that the woman is supposed to worship the man. She said that literally. I can find documentation that says Ayn Rand said the woman is supposed to worship her man. There are no equals. The man is not equal to the woman. Rick James says Ayn Rand knew what she was talking about. Yes, she did on virtually like 99.9% of the things. Like I said, women can have strong roles. They can be powerful women. I disagree with Ayn Rand. I disagree. Oh my God, I thought it was a cult. You can't disagree with the leader of the former leader of a cult. Ayn Rand is objectivism is a cult. Complete BS. Of course, it's not a cult. And of course, you can disagree with Ayn Rand on issues, but not on principles. There are no principles that I disagree with her on. But issues such as women and women in society and their proper role. Did Ayn Rand believe in the housewife? Yes, she was a housewife. She didn't have any kids. She was a childless cat lover, or whatever the J.D. Vance said, was a cat person or a cat woman or something like that. She was a childless cat woman. She didn't have any kids and she loved cats. But she had a husband though. And so with this woman, she just did a 5-minute rant and went viral. I guess other one were like, "Yes, sister, yes, yes, we feel the same way. We're burnt out. We're tired of these men doing all these things and not concerning themselves." Like for real though, my dad did everything. My dad raised me. He was my mom and my dad. So I mean, fathers can do it too, even if they're not single fathers. They can do it too. They can be in a situation. They can be in a relationship that's not a marriage or in a marriage. That's fine too. You can be a provider. You can be somebody that is a protector. Let me get this, Rick James. Ayn Rand is smart because she knew the woman's place. They are to be homemaking. Not true. That's not what she meant. Not homemaking. A hot meal for her husband who comes home from a hard day at work. That she gives him dessert in the form of coitus. Fact. Well, not exactly in those terms, but I understand what you're saying because there are very strong-willed women in her fiction, and she would espouse for a strong woman to be in the idea of a woman in the form of a woman. She was very adamant about that. She was very strong-willed when it came to those different roles of women and men. And like I said, I'm not trying to say, like I said, I disagree with Ayn Rand on the fact that women shouldn't be able to rule men. They should. I think women president would have been great, definitely this time around. Kamala is a terrible person, but she's not as terrible as Trump. It would have been slower. It would have been a slower demise, or you would have more time to figure out, what we can possibly do. Trump just like raised the state, the fire, and is burning through everything. And it's not even been 4 months. But I think with the idea of her being a stalwart, a supreme supporter of the man that he is essentially, there is no God, but he is the God on earth. He is the only substitution for God. Rick James says Trump would not be caught dead with a woman like Sun Rand in his presence, and she wouldn't either. And she would just probably despise him. She would have probably thought he was one of the worst human beings of all time, like I say. He's completely anti-intellectual. He's anti-women. He's anti-reason. He's anti, just truth. He has this love of tariffs, and he has a complete elementary school understanding of economic policy. Another reason why economics and government should not be together. But we digress. The woman is, she doesn't. I didn't see her name. Let me see if she has her name. Doesn't show her name. But this is the idea. This is why she considered divorcing her husband. So she's thinking that she doesn't want to do it anymore because of the fact that her husband they both work full time. They both have custody of the kids. They're in the same household. You can put Nigra. Put in Nigra. Nigra. See? Oh, you can't put Nigra. Oh my God. Maybe you can't. Maybe it is Ninja. I thought I could put in Nigra. Oh, you have to do Ninja, I guess. Women is the ninja of the world. Who said that? Yoko Ono or no? John Lennon said that. John Lennon said that. Woman is the nigger of the world. I know. I just figured that out. It is against YouTube policy. I was just doing a training session for something that happened a month or two ago, and I have to get this strike this warning off. It goes off in July. My next one comes off next month though, on the 5th. So May 5th. But yeah, so I'm going in on this woman. She's like, she should be happy. She probably makes like $200,000 a year. He probably makes 300 or 200 to $300,000 a year. That's just the disparity that just is. I don't think that's like I'm still trying to figure out actually how that breaks down. How women get paid less, and they should if they're so altruistic, if they're so selfless and unselfish and sacrificial, they'll be happy to get paid $50,000 or $40,000. The man makes $800,000 or $1,000,000. Why are they being so selfish? Quote unquote. Why are they being so concerned with how much money they make? Why is that become an issue? And she's just going on. Let me see. She says, we both work full time. We've been together for 16 years. At this point, they've been together since high school. This was scary to me. People that met each other in high school and are still together. I can only say, listen to Billy Joel's not the Piano Man, what's it called? Scenes from an Italian Restaurant. That gives you an example. She calls him an amazing husband. He's incredibly supportive. He's loyal, kind, loyal. He's a great dad. He's always present, like on paper. He's asked for. But in reality, my experience is very similar to the experience of other women. So how does she know what the experience of other women are? She has a census that goes around and says, other women are saying this much, Niagara's. Bet you can say that. Niagara's. That's what I'm gonna start saying. You little Niagara's. You can say that all day, I'm sure. You can say that all day. That's not a problem. But Niagara Falls, exactly. Yeah, and you little Niagara's. But anyway, so this is a white woman. White woman held me down. She was strong. We didn't get married. We were just in a relationship for a few months, but it was real. It was true. Um, it was something special. Let's see one ups. Yeah, let's see some one ups. Let's see some views too. Matter of fact, but yeah. So she was true. I hope she's doing well, but that's different. This woman, she forgot her role to worship her husband. She's supposed to worship. How's that a pause? I'm talking about a female. I'm a male. I'm a heterosexual male. How's that a pause? But anyway, yeah. So she forgot her role. She forgot her role and her not her duty. I don't want to say duty bound. That's a little bit too harsh. That's a little too inaccurate and false. I would say she just forgot her role, her position as the guardian of the household, a fellow guardian in the household. He goes out, she goes out. They both go out to make money. They both take care of the children. They're taking care of the children's future. They're molding the children's mind with ethics, morals, and virtues and values. It's a lot, but it can't be lopsided on her role. On her role, she can't start slacking. She's got to be on point with her role as a woman who is able to provide values, virtues, ethics, morals, all those different key components that make up being a wonderful wife. You letting a lady hold you down, sir? Who wears the pants in the relationship? Honey. She can't hold me down. The female is supposed to hold you down. I'm not holding her down. She didn't go outside for you know, she did. She got a cup of coffee on her own dime. I paid for some dinners. I paid for some dinners, but if she wanted a cup of coffee, she had to pay for it herself. I didn't pay for it. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling the reality. Does she slap you around? She didn't, and she wouldn't. She was just a frail little thing. I mean, she was just like, remember Gizmo from Gremlins? That's the way I was sleeping in the bed, and I was snoring, I guess, really loudly. I can't tell when I snore, but I don't think anybody can. Maybe somebody's out there that can tell, but I couldn't. So I just felt this little little punch in my back. Felt like Gizmo punched me, a little punch in my back. I mean, she was like frail. She was pretty tall. She was like 5'8", 5'9", but she was very small, very skinny, little white chick, little white woman, little pink toe, little little piece of snow, you know. But yeah. So that's what's so powerful about the dynamic of the man and the woman scheme. I'm just talking about the heterosexual world right now. I don't know about the homosexual world, but I respect them too. They can do their thing. But I'm saying for a woman and a man, the dynamic is that the woman should be able to address the man's needs, wants, and desires. They should have a healthy relationship amongst themselves of morals, virtues, values, and ethics together before they even get married or get into a serious situation. A situation, what I think Fabulous coined the term situationship. He may have not coined it, but I think he made it popular. If you're in a situationship, it makes sense to to be on point, to be very vigilant over your space, over your mind, your thoughts, everything that happens. She's wanting so much. She wants to have the food ready on time. She wants to have the garbage picked up. She wants to have the plates, and they want to have the favorite water bottle out. All these different things. That's the thing. But that's the reality. I think that should be that's the narrative that should be pushed. Is that the woman worships the man? The man does not worship the woman. It does not happen. I'm so glad that Ayn Rand outlined that. Like I say it again. Women can have all the different, she could be CEO, she could be a multi-billionaire, she could be all these different things. And that's interesting too, because for the black woman, I may be venturing into some waters, but for the black woman, she's either like Oprah, never married, she's either like Sheila Jackson, or wasn't it Sheila Johnson, divorced, and I think she remarried, but I'm not sure. But took the money, or like Juanita Jordan took the money, got divorced, took the money. Maybe she remarried. I don't know. But either you're divorced or you're never married, or you know along those lines. And you're very powerful, very wealthy black women. But with the white woman, it's different, I guess. I don't know. It's a different role, and especially if they probably pushing. I'm just estimating. I'm not legitimizing their economic statuses. But I would imagine they're making at least $500,000 a year together, maybe more. They seem like professionals. She's talking from her. The white woman is psycho. Oh my God! Not every white woman is psycho. Let's keep that together. Let's keep that true. We're standing on business here. We're standing on facts here. With James. So we have to speak verily on this. We have to speak truthfully. Um, it's it's sad because let me see a few more words from her. Actually, she says how she talks about it. She's burnt out from their marriage and motherhood. Well, so many other guys are too many married. He's a married man, and we have amazing relationships. We have kids, and when we have kids, see the kids. She's blaming the kids. She's putting the onus on the kids. It's very stressful. It's very trying. It's very tough at any age, from 2 years old to teenager. Having kids is a very serious and profound and wonderful and joyous situation. Allegedly, I don't know what it's like. I can only say what it's probably like. And I think she's just going off on her own frustrations. But she's in a kitchen. She must be in the suburbs or in a large house. She's talking from her. It looks like marble. It may not be marble. It could be formica. But she's talking from her kitchen island, I guess, or kitchen counter. So they're doing pretty well. She has on, a nice blouse and uh, maybe a skirt or pants or something like that. She looks like she's well put together. She prepared for this video. She did her hair. She put on makeup. This isn't like she just rolled out of bed and just thought, you know what, let me make this video. Um, she's very composed. She's not screaming at the top of her lungs. She's just voicing her frustrations, but all at the same time, she's lost sight. She's lost sight of the fact that she has to bow down, maybe not literally. I'm not saying, or maybe literally, but bow down to the man and worship his power over her. I'm not saying that, you know, narcissistically. He has to earn it. He has to earn it. He can't. He has to be a man. He has to have ethics, morals, virtues, and values too. And he has to be able to earn his position as a man every single day, all the time, every day, no matter what. A woman can't just worship, anybody. Like I'll say, from Ayn Rand's books, from The Fountainhead, she can't bow down and worship a Tui or a Keating. I would be giving away the pot if I said any more names, but she wouldn't worship a James Taggart, from her opus, her magnum opus, Atlas Shrugged. You wouldn't be able to focus on the fact that um, that is the case. The man provides for the family, and the woman provides physicality. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. The woman can provide. She can, as long as she worships the man. I have no problem with a woman providing for the family. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a completely honorable position. It's an honorable role. But you have to worship. You have to show your honor to the man. Show your respect to the man. You don't make videos crying about how you wish we've been together for 16 years and the marriage was great, but with the kids, it's frustrating, it's hard, it's harsh. Of course it is. That's what it means. That's what you signed up for, didn't you? You didn't say, "Oh, well, this is gonna be pretty nice." That's what I think about, with children. People don't realize, and there's jokes about this. I'm not this is the first one to say this, but you're not raising, a 2-year-old only. You're raising a 36-year-old named Chad who wants to live in the basement and play video games all day. That's who you're raising. You're not just raising, little Tatiana and she becomes a 17-year-old, and she's wearing a short skirt to school, and you're like, what happened? She was just in diapers a few years ago. What's going on? So I mean, you have to sign up for this. You have to be prepared for this. I think this is mine. This is my original thought, or what I think of. Well, other people have thought about this as well, but I don't think it's fully. You know, when babies are first born, they're trophies. They're like, oh, look at my baby, look at my baby. You know, take your pictures. Look at the baby. They're trophies. Then they become toys. Go ahead, play that. Do that song you did. Do that dance you used to do. Do that dance you were doing earlier. And then they become workers. You put them to work. They have to clean their room. They have to clean maybe other parts of the house. They have to help move in certain circumstances. I'm just going off of personal experience. I remember being 7 or 8, maybe to 10 years old, helping move furniture and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not even getting paid for this. What is going on? How are 3 people in this room and not providing commentary? Are they picking their noses? Make them scrub the toilets. Yeah. 4 people in the rooms, Rick James. 4 people in the room now. And I don't mind it. If you don't want to do the comments, just subscribe. Subscribe. YouTube.com/@SkySaunders. Make sure you get that subscription in. If you are watching right now, tell somebody else to subscribe if you have already subscribed. That'll help me tremendously. That'll keep the show flowing. I would appreciate it immensely. But yeah, this woman, she happens to be of a lighter hue than most. She's voicing her frustrations. She's angry because she's probably not worshiping her man. That's where it goes sideways. That's where it goes wrong. She doesn't look up to her man and say, "You have earned this. You have earned your crown." Like the song "Cater to You" by Destiny's Child. Anybody remember that song? I'll brush your hair, put your do-rag on. Now we got 5 people. Let's get 5 more people get a party. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, like I said, I don't do money. Like I'll do money for one person, but I'm doing subscription. That's all I'm worried about. Just subscribe to my channel. That's all I'm worried about. Subscribe to the channel. All I'm focused on. So, you know, this woman is definitely delusional. She is debased. She has lost her way. She needs to find her way again. What sparked the relationship was probably, you know, he may have wined and dined her. She probably gave up the panties, allegedly. I don't know about her life. But, you know, he was able to do that. She's the Lulu. I don't like the popular buzzwords. I don't like them. There was one that I did kind of like. I can't remember what it was. But I don't like the Lulu. But that does pretty much, you know, describe her. She is delusional. She's very delusional. That's a popular word nowadays, delulu. She is delusional. She needs to go to her man, say, you know what? We're in this together, but I know you're not my equal. You are greater than me. You are of a greater caliber than me. You have presented yourself to be a man of high moral standing. You have principles. You stand for something important. I might go another 5 minutes. Let me see. Wizards in the building right now. Coming in. Now you are late, sir. No, you're not late. Nobody's late to the show, no matter what. I can go for 3 hours, so you're not really late. Just tell more people about me because I know you guys are all subscribed. Tell the people that you know are not subscribed. 5 minutes overtime. Oh man. So salute to you, wizard. So he had the H in there. He went the U. Um yeah, so that's the reality of it all. That's the truth. Um it takes a lot out of you to be so spiteful, so angry, and so pent up with rage as she seems to be. She's living a beautiful life that I'm sure the man has helped provide for her. She could do it all herself, I'm sure, but he created this life for her. He created a world. She's from her kitchen counter in the United States of America. A white woman. I'm sure her property value is somewhere around 800,000 to $1 million, allegedly. I don't know. I'm just saying. You know, that's the thing we have to recognize. So, in all, women worship your man. That's all I'm gonna say. Women worship your man, and men be worthy of that worship. Wiz, why are you showing me this, sir? This is like from 2009. What is this? Weekend in Dallas. What are you doing, Wizard? What are you doing, sir? What are you doing? All right, I got to go after that. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody. Salute. And make sure you subscribe. And if you already subscribed, tell somebody else to subscribe. I will see you sometime tomorrow, probably the same time. Thank you very much. Take care.